With the T.I situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
Do you have any questions for me? I don't. You need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
Your phone.
We're in the car.
You search you.
I'm not looking for phones. I'm looking for drugs and guns.
I gotta say something about you, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be.
I am one of you niggas who have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a motherfucker say somebody ain't right and they got there show their paperwork and they is right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: when I saw that, I think T.I fucking lying.
King Harris just can't seem to stay out of the public eye. And this time, the controversy is louder than ever. Forget the Waffle House altercations, reckless driving charges, or skipped court dates. This latest incident hits much closer to home. The chaos began inside his own circle. His child's mother allegedly leaked a video the internet was quick to label as a gay tape. And before anyone could verify the facts, whether it was real or fabricated, social media erupted. Likes, shares, and wild opinions flooded timelines like a tsunami. Here's what makes it even more complicated. The rumors aren't new. For years, speculation about King's sexuality has been floating around in comment sections and private messages. People have thrown around assumptions, with some even suggesting the baby was just a cover story. Now, with the leaked video out in the open, those narratives have gained new fuel. Regardless of whether it's true or not, the online crowd doesn't wait for facts. Once controversy hits the net, it spreads fast. And the backlash this time, it was vicious.
Tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down.
Then Boosie stepped in and shifted the narrative. Rather than targeting King directly, he went after T.I, turning the entire controversy into a challenge to credibility and personal history. What began as internet chatter quickly escalated into a public battle. No confirmation, just escalating noise. Now, the Harris family finds itself defending their name both online and offline. That single action changed the tone entirely. It was no longer just messy rumors about King Harris's personal life. It had transformed into a broader family dispute with serious reputational consequences. The internet didn't stop at King. Users began pulling apart every detail of his story, from past speculation about paternity to his so-called gangster persona, to his repeated public breakdowns, and even resurfacing Boosie's ongoing tension with T.I. So now, the focus isn't only on King. The entire Harris family name is back under scrutiny. And truth be told, even before the alleged video leaked, many were already questioning the nature of King's relationship with his baby mama.
I need that after.
With the T.I situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
From the moment she announced her pregnancy, online speculation took off. The first point of concern? Her age. She's older than King, and critics immediately began commenting with remarks like, "You knew exactly what you were doing." Clips began circulating of King proudly holding the baby beside her.
I need that after.
Those visuals quickly went viral. But instead of putting doubts to rest, they only intensified the criticism. That's when financial motives became the focus. Many online believed she had the baby to gain access to the Harris family's wealth, claiming she saw the fame, legacy, and industry ties, and decided that getting pregnant would secure her place.
Yeah. King Harris. That's my baby. That's my baby. Get it?
Whether that theory holds weight or not made little difference. In the world of social media, rumors move faster than the truth. When the baby was born, the buzz didn't die down. Instead, it grew more intense. People began questioning whether the child even resembled King, accusing him of overcompensating in an effort to appear more mature. But King didn't stay silent. He took to social media, sharing side-by-side photos and calling the child his twin. He pushed back with comments like, "Y'all really telling me this ain't mine?" Still, the more he tried to prove his point, the more resistant the internet became. And that's where things took a turn. The discussion shifted beyond just paternity. It evolved into a broader conversation about loyalty, image, and the fractures starting to show in the Harris family legacy. For quite some time, there have been online whispers questioning King Harris's sexuality. So when the pregnancy was announced, many on social media spun the situation as an attempt to prove something larger.
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house." They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house. Yeah.
Fast forward to when the alleged tape surfaced, and the same people from before started digging up old claims, pointing fingers, and saying, "See, this was the plan the whole time. Have a baby to shut down the rumors." Instead of quieting the noise, it handed critics new material to target him even more aggressively. But let's be honest, this isn't the first time King's been accused of putting on an act. For years, people have said he's pretending to live a street lifestyle that doesn't match his background. He talks tough, gets involved in public conflicts, and presents himself like he came up from nothing. But observers are quick to remind everyone, he's T.I and Tiny's son. He didn't come from poverty. He was raised with access, resources, and spent much of his childhood at his grandmother's home. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't exactly reflect the story of someone who had to grind to survive. That's why every time King goes live talking about being from the hood, the comments section fills with reactions like, "Come on, be real." Viewers say he's trying to project an image that doesn't match his reality, and it makes everything he does seem forced, almost like a performance. It's as if he's stuck in two different roles, trying to prove he's a responsible man and father, while also trying to convince the public he's a hardened street figure. But instead of making him appear stronger, the pressure seems to be wearing him down, and it's all playing out in public. That stress came to a head during one of his most well-known outbursts, the viral Waffle House incident. King was recorded getting into it with employees, yelling, arguing, and trying to assert dominance over a fast food dispute.
So what I'm saying is, they wasn't
talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the f I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, Shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Stop talking to him, please.
Who the hell is he?
I'm working at work.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it, and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
Social media exploded, relentlessly criticizing him with comments like, "This is how T.I and Tiny's son behaves?" That video didn't just go viral, it marked a shift in how the public perceived him. For many, it confirmed that his downward spiral wasn't just internet speculation, it was happening in real time. The Waffle House incident had already brought unwanted attention to the Harris family, but what followed took it to another level. Even T.I went live the following day, openly confused about why his son would get into a shouting match with a short-order cook. He said he and King's uncles had repeatedly tried to set him straight, reminding him that he lives a life most people only dream of. So why risk it over something so trivial?
Well, I mean, of course I spoke to my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who is at such another level of life. And I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life.
But clearly, that message didn't land because King's behavior only got worse. By 2024, he was back in the news, again for the wrong reasons. Georgia police said they pulled him over after he nearly sideswiped a patrol car while leaving a gas station. T.I. later explained, "Of course I talked to my son. His uncles and I were genuinely confused as to why he felt the need to argue with someone working a completely different kind of job. I tried to help him understand. When you walk into a room with freedom, comfort, and opportunity, not everyone will respond kindly. Some people are dealing with their own frustrations. So rather than match that energy, you have to step away and focus on enjoying your own life." According to officers at the scene, they detected the smell of marijuana coming from King's BMW, noticed a gun at his side, and once they ran his information, things quickly unraveled.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. So my question to you is, I found just a non-felony in that ashtray in the back, as well as in that basketball sleeve. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to these guys, and someone has to get charged for it. It's not you.
I'm not talking.
You're not gonna talk to me? I gotcha. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
You need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
In the car.
We're in the car.
Search you.
I'm not looking for phones, I'm looking for drugs and guns.
Ask me over my phone.
What kind of phone is it?
What color is your phone?
It's a clear case on.
That's when authorities uncovered an outstanding warrant that dated back to 2022. The old case included multiple charges: speeding, driving with a suspended license, and a DUI. He had been scheduled to appear in court but never showed up, leaving the warrant unresolved like a problem waiting to resurface. When police finally apprehended him, video of the arrest went viral, showing King in handcuffs being taken to county jail under flashing lights. He appeared composed on camera, but fans weren't. For them, this was confirmation. Confirmation that King wasn't just putting on a front, he was in real trouble. The internet quickly responded, arguing this is what happens when privilege meets real consequences. When someone tries to adopt a street persona but avoids accountability until it catches up with them. King Harris's behavior was already raising concerns, but when that alleged tape began circulating, public speculation intensified. Online conversations shifted. People began linking everything: his image, the baby, the tough guy routine, and even the public outbursts as possible distractions from a larger issue. And just as the conversation hit its loudest point, Boosie decided to enter the picture, flipping the focus entirely. Rather than targeting King directly, Boosie took aim at T.I, throwing subtle jabs at his parenting style, comments that fans immediately picked up on. At that point, it wasn't just about the King anymore. It became a public opportunity to criticize T.I in front of a massive audience. Boosie stepping into the controversy wasn't just casual commentary, it looked like a calculated move, grounded in a long history. He's known for his outspoken and often polarizing takes, particularly on issues surrounding sexuality. This is the same Boosie who once publicly apologized to his daughter Iviona after making homophobic comments about her. He issued the apology on Instagram, but many believed his original statements reflected his real views. So when Boosie inserted himself into King's controversy, the internet reacted immediately, accusing him of being a hypocrite. Critics didn't hold back, questioning how he could mock someone else's situation when his own family wasn't without issues.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have it figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16 and fall in love with her. But it's be gone. How you gonna, like, bruh, you going too far, dawg. Don't cut his off, bruh. Like, bruh, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bruh.
It didn't come off as just a light joke. It felt like a direct jab at T.I himself. And here's the thing, Boosie isn't exactly in a smooth spot either. His own legal troubles, public controversies, and ongoing financial issues continue to resurface. That makes his comments about the Harris family seem less like humor and more like a way to keep his own name in circulation. At the time, Boosie had just entered a plea deal on serious firearm charges, facing the potential of real jail time. So why was he focused on King Harris instead of keeping a low profile? Because this wasn't just about attention, it was about T.I and a long-standing feud that's been quietly building. To understand why Boosie couldn't resist taking a shot during King's controversy, you have to go back to where their tension began. It started when Boosie publicly commented on Dwayne Wade's family. After Wade's daughter came out as transgender, Boosie made harsh remarks that were widely viewed as transphobic. The backlash was immediate and intense. One of the most outspoken critics was T.I, who took to Instagram to call Boosie out, telling him to stay out of other people's family matters and mind his own business. That moment was the beginning of a conflict that only escalated with time. Boosie didn't let it slide. Instead, he responded by accusing T.I of being a snitch in connection with an old federal gun case, an accusation that clearly hit a nerve. T.I quickly fired back, saying he wouldn't tolerate disrespect toward his name or his family, and he made it very clear he wasn't afraid to face off with Boosie, no matter how messy things might get.
I had one of you niggas who have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a motherfucker say somebody ain't right and they goddamn show their paperwork and they is right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that. See, most of you motherfuckers ain't never been in no trouble. Motherfuckers ain't never been nowhere. Anybody tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down yet. Matter of fact, I come out smelling too good, the way you niggas think something wrong.
From there, it became a battle of words. That same summer, Boosie escalated things by criticizing T.I.'s parenting after Tip publicly admitted he once accompanied his daughter to the gynecologist to check her virginity. The internet responded with outrage, and Boosie quickly called him out for being overly controlling. But T.I didn't stay quiet. He responded by saying Boosie was the last person who should be offering parenting advice. At that point, the subtle jabs had turned into direct personal attacks. It was no longer about music or even cultural differences. The conflict had shifted to family values, fatherhood, and personal character. What once sounded like public commentary now felt like a deeply personal feud that could escalate at any moment.